What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of Overthinking Understanding Podcast. I'm your host, Viktoriya Moore, and we are back with another episode. How y'all doing, beautiful people? For those that are checking in on YouTube, obviously y'all can see we have a special guest joining us in the studio. My counterpart, I guess OG co-host, lovely Jasmine. Yes. Go ahead, introduce yourself to people who don't know who you are.
I'm Jasmine. Y'all know who I am. Been here since day 102.
What?
And yeah, I'm infamous in these streets. Everybody know me.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm 28 years old, and I just turned 28. Um, this is my wife, and I have 4 dogs. Just kidding. 4 dogs, and I have a child on the way. You know, we've been married. You can take it away, but yes, married. We've been married, documented for a long time.
Okay, Miss Jasmine, thanks.
This is my wife.
Thanks for coming on this episode.
My pleasure.
Why didn't you mention your t-shirt business? Like the t-shirt business?
Yes. Well, it's our hobby business. We have 3 businesses. Obviously, what you look at there right now, and then our t-shirt business part. We sold tees. It's on Etsy, but you know you can find it in a lot of places. Just Google and it'll pop up. We have everything from Mo3, to Beyonce, to Charlie XCX, from Baddies, and we got Scotty, Biggie. You know, we have things daily. You know, so you want a shirt, hit me up.
We also do customs.
And we do customs.
We also do customs.
Yes, we do. I made this shirt I have on right now. The you know, comes in a lot of sizes. And then we have a nightclub, inflatable nightclub business. And you DM either one of us, we'll set you up. Let us know. We karaoke. We have props for birthdays, anything. Because I just had my 28th birthday, so we got a lot of that. Yeah, you just hit it up. Let us know. Let us know. For his band.
I think that was the most
amazing.
Amazing introduction.
Thank you.
This is the history of this podcast. All right, let's get into this episode.
Yes,
definitely get shit. This ooh, I don't know. This episode makes me uncomfortable, but so does life. So here we go.
Yeah.
All right. So on this episode, talking about the LGBTQ. I ain't gonna go too much. IA plus community. What do you identify with outside of that community? Like what?
Outside the community or inside the community?
Inside the community.
So I was pansexual at one point of my life. I was so bisexual and pansexual, and when I got older, I became lesbian. But now I'm still at the point where like I love everybody, the heterosexual men.
What is pansexual?
But the pansexual is basically like you love. So bisexual, right, is you like men and women. That's it. And then pansexual is you like men presenting or women presenting, like, you can be in love with trans people.
You're the reason. You're the reason they say we just be doing shit.
I feel like everybody tries to put gay people into a box and be like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Like, there's people that literally were in happy relationships with men for decades and have multiple kids by them,
Gay.
and then decided in life to be gay or go out with women, stuff like that. So, like, I don't know why we're always like, when I was younger, it was more of like an issue. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do all that. But it's normal though. Like, why do I have to be sanctioned off for one thing for the rest of my life? Like, I got free will of my body, and I could be who I want to be.
You say like it's normal.
Yeah, I think society puts a stigma, or I'll say like the black gay community. The black gay community put such a stigma on, like, not being able to, like, I guess, go on different sexual orientations. They make it such like of course valid on some reasons, but it teaches on. I feel like it's normal, very normal.
Do you have an experience or like challenge that comes with being black and everything you was naming?
I have an experience.
Yeah, like a challenging experience, like being black. It's like double trouble.
Yeah, it's like, I think when my mama found out I was going with women at that time, that was one of her things she brought out, was like, "Oh, you're black, you're gay." I think she said American, but it was like 3 different things. She was like, "You have all this against you, and I don't want this for my child." And it's like, I didn't choose this life. I didn't choose to be black. We are the best. I wouldn't change. I love being black. Okay.
So like, so what would be the unique challenge that comes with that? Like just black, gay.
It's not only like, how we code switch
Yeah, of course.
with being black, or POC, but of course I only know from black people.
Yeah.
It just adds another thing you got to shift out. Like, even when, say, at jobs now, like, we live in a state where it's a red state, so with being black on top of that, I got a code switch at work, and then on top of that, I can't be as forthcoming with my life as far as, like, being gay, having a wife, and all that. I can't be forthcoming like that in the workplace, because now it's going to be a stigma with a whole bunch of stuff that comes with that. You know what I'm saying? People be homophobic and
Yeah.
just doing a lot. So it's like, it's hard, and especially going out in public, like holding hands and stuff, which I'm an affectionate person, but you don't know who's watching you at the moment, who's trying to harm you. So not only can we not hide our blackness, like, now we're gay in public too. So it's like, there's a lot of stuff you got to carry with you, and even just make sure your safety is like.
I could definitely speak to the fact of having a challenge as far as having a double make somebody feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm black, so you might be uncomfortable, and then I'm gay, so now, like, I'm uncomfortable. No matter how uncomfortable I am within this situation, I have to make you feel. But I don't claim I'm straight. Actually, that's just.
Can you define that straight?
I'm straight.
Can you define why?
Well, I'm straight. I don't.
What makes you straight?
I don't identify as gay.
Why?
Why?
You're with a woman. Why?
I don't. I just. I think it's big part of you shaking.
Sorry.
I think it's a big part of just belief system and just like claiming. I don't think that I have grown past. Oh, I don't even say grown past. I would never not identify it as being a sin. So being taught not to like claim your sin is like, I don't think that I'll ever be like, oh, I'm gay. Straight.
That's important.
It is. I mean,
But That's
Yeah.
just something you gotta,
I don't think I would never
if
work
you
through
make
it.
peace, that's okay though. Like if
Yeah.
that's what you feel, that's what you feel. No one can tell you differently. Just like people in the gay community can't tell someone who wants to experience from being straight, like be it like how I said earlier, like being in a relationship with a man for years and years. Yeah, being with a man for years and years and then deciding later in life they wanna be with women. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know how, like I said, we've never claimed like that labels or anything. So
Yeah.
you being straight, I would say think about how you have this thing with bisexual people, right?
Oh,
When we were younger, you didn't have a fondness for bisexual people. And you don't gotta go into detail if you don't want to. But of course, like it was a thing with that. I would say like you should think about it like that. You don't claim straight and you shouldn't want people to put that pressure on you to like think otherwise.
I claim straight.
Yeah. I'm saying
No, I heard you just said it wrong. You said you're a clean guy.
oh yeah.
I did have an issue. I don't think I had an issue with bisexual people. I think it was.
You didn't have
I'm getting it out.
yeah.
I'm getting it out. I do feel that it was a lot of projection,
Yeah, it was.
and to the point of I forgot. I want you to touch on the definition of code switching after I get done.
Oh, correct.
So hold that
Correct.
for the audience that may not know.
Okay.
Like it.
He gay.
All right. Stop. Cause what was I saying? What's wrong with you? Oh, I do. I do think it was like projection to a certain extent. I do think it was projection on the gay stuff, but just like how they say with like being black, being gay, film's a little bit different because you don't necessarily know you gay.
You?
No, not me. I was
You say you?
No, I'm not
Talking to me?
I'm saying as a feminine presenting woman that likes women, you don't necessarily present as gay. Like it's but you have a female. Don't get me wrong. You have females that are tomboys, but if you see a female baggy clothes, whatever mannerism, sometimes the way we walk, whatever, then it's that person is gay. So it's already not only is you gay, you trying
out there.
gay. Now not only you trying to be a man. So now you got 10,000 boosies breathing down your neck. Like. But I do think it was projection, and I didn't. It was just more of understanding it. Like it's just a hard lifestyle. So it's like women, I don't always, sometimes I think that women go have all these kids and then they go have they fall back on the female to take care of their children and all of that. And I didn't like it. And then the bisexual part, I think it's wrong I think it's kind of crazy on both sides because like as a female, you've been intimate with a woman and been intimate with a man. There's just a whole bunch of different diseases and whatever could come. It's no different than a down low dude or even not down low dude. But if you get in, with a man and then you're taking it back to a woman, like you're doing butt stuff. And then,
I don't think everybody does butt stuff.
okay, but if you're doing butt stuff,
Boy, how you know?
I'm saying, just saying that. Okay, if you're doing butt stuff, and that's on your pickle, you got this little contaminated pickle. Then you go stick it. Yeah, we can, but that doesn't mean I'm just gonna be dog. Yeah, like I'm not gonna just be saying it.
Glad you told me so.
I'm just that you say what you want to, but I'm still gonna.
Yeah,
Don't mean I'm just gonna be just because. Oh, geez. Like the dang TikTok video. But so that you hitting it like crazy. You said you was gonna be good. You move. She bopping it again.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
Yeah. I just. Is that better?
It's fine.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine. You're just bopping it. You're like, I'm not gonna be moving.
I didn't think I was. That better?
Yeah, that's cool. But you're fine. So that's like it's just I don't know. Everybody got their little prejudice. Yeah, I just think like it's a lot of mixing. You're fine. Even with the just the bisexual part, even with us meeting and doing whatever, it's like it's a lot that came with it. Like, do. Oh, I like you. What the heck? I don't talk to women that talk to dudes. That's just yeah.
Hey, I like women, and I didn't fully talk to them, but it was flirting. It was so you ain't just came out of nowhere, ma'am. The lovely gayness didn't just jump out and be like, oh yeah.
All that is fine and dandy, but who got it first? You bringing it do me
You
first.
saying do, but it wasn't just do.
Yes, it was. You know what? Yes, it was.
Another conversation.
Okay. Well, make you play. You play. When you think of historic Black figures that have the historic LGBTQTAYW people that have shaped, I guess, like the gay community, does anything come out? Like anybody stands out?
You put me on. I think for right now.
I say RuPaul, but I don't know the hit. Like, you know how like you get caught up, like, cause we had
but
debate. Like people get caught up and they be so going hard, but I can't tell you the history about the first gay this that it trends and all that's been around,
what's
but
crazy? I could do it on any other day. I can't think about it right now, but there's a lot of iconic gay people that have shaped the way we do shit and stuff, and I just can't think of it right now. Is it Bessie Smith or something? Wait, she shaped blues. Bessie, I think it's Bessie something. She shaped the way we listen to blues. She was an iconic blues singer.
did somebody do a movie of
Yeah,
Queen Latifah? She was like bisexual then too, though, right? Yeah. I seen that. I got that.
I should wrote it down, but yeah, we have a lot of people that have shaped the way that.
They said they can't hear.
Damn it.
No, it's fine. I say they.
Oh, on there.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, baby.
Yeah. About it.
No, you're fine. They were not hooked up to that.
Got. Yeah, it's a lot of iconic people. Like, Kaylani's not all the way Black. She's a part of that too. We listen to her all the time. Like, I really can't. We'll come back to it because I think about it a little more and stuff.
All right. How do you feel about embracing both of your identities that the world can sometimes make you feel like excluded? Like you having to choose. Like, so you, just like we're talking about, like,
I choose though.
You ain't never felt like you had to choose?
When I was younger, yeah, but that was still me identifying like what I was.
What you was told to identify?
Yeah, what the idea of what I wanted to be as far as like gay, even a Black woman. Like I was trying to figure out who I was, but now I don't choose. Like, of course, like I'm Black or anything.
Yeah,
you gonna see my Black ass before you see my gay ass. Okay, but at the end of the day, like like as far as now, I don't choose because they're both who I am. I'm both. I'm both of them.
Dude, just like you said, you're gonna be Black before you get, right?
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be first. Do you feel like we have to show? Because you talked about it kinda with like the code switching. Explain that for the audience.
So if you Black, code switch. I'm sorry.
You good?
I'm so sorry. Yeah. If you Black, code switching is basically like in different forms. Everybody has their different. Everybody has their different way of code switching and stuff like that. So it'll be more of like you change your tone, you change your cadence of something while going into different spaces. Like you may have a country accent or like just with your family. Okay, so the difference of like environment.
Yeah.
You're with your family. You're not worried about presenting in a professional type of way, right?
Yeah.
So you'll be more chilling and may use some slang words or ebonics or AAVE, that type of thing. But when you're at work, you may not use all. You probably won't. That
plays into making other people feel comfortable.
Yeah.
It's professional to a extent, But so you saying like if you could take that black person into a more black African American dominant field, would they have to code switch? I'm asking.
No, but I would say honestly, I would say for me or for a lot of people, like code switching isn't something you just like, I mean, it's something that automatically comes on. Like that's not something I feel like that's not something that is like automatically
You said is something that automatically comes on, or is it not?
no, I'm sorry, it is something that automatically comes on, because I feel like through generations we're raised to
Suppress another part of your identity. That's what I'm saying. Like,
even suppress like
because
what-
how can something that makes you
so
just
I'm sorry.
but
So I say with Siri, right? Siri don't understand what I'm saying, so I gotta make fix my words right and extend some of my words for her to understand what I'm saying. So I'm saying I ain't trying to make Siri feel good, but okay. So I'm using that as far. I'm sorry. I'm using that as far as like I'm not trying to make other people feel comfortable, but the way that I talk sometimes is too fast, so I'll have to slow it down with people at work or whatever. So it's to make sure they understand what I'm saying, not to make them feel comfortable.
but Siri, to that point,
Mm.
Siri is still programmed to understand a different type of dialect that's not us.
Mm-hmm.
So, like it's not saying like because it's kind of like the ignorant comment where it come like fixing myself not to sound black, but sounding proper is white. That's stupid. Like black people can sound proper. We can come off as intelligent. That's fine.
Very much.
But at the same time, it's nothing that's stopping us from creating a program that catches, draws, accents, different. You know what I'm saying? Siri's not made for that. So, in my mind, it's still like something that like you have to code switch, and for you to say like it's not something that you do like it's unthought of. It's a thought. Like I definitely think it's a thought, or it becomes normal because you've been taught it for so long. Like, oh, I'm putting on my corporate voice or whatever. Like that.
Who automatically says I'm putting on my corporate voice?
It's a lot of people. Like it's a switch. It's like just what you said. It's a habit, but it's a switch. So okay, I can't even really ask you that because you're pretty affectionate around a lot of people. But like some people, public affection, gay, straight, whatever. But we're talking about gay people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gay side of it, kids come around. It's just a different way that you act
Mm-hmm.
and a mingle, do different stuff with your partner.
Mm-hmm.
Is like you switching, but it's not to necessarily exclude, but you're making somebody feel like more comfortable with what you have going on. Or
I don't know. I say people code switch for different things. For me, I don't code switch to make people feel comfortable.
but in the code switching, for you to say that it's not something that's a switch, it just doesn't compute to me because it's like for you to say code switching is automatic, it is learned. It's still learned. Like to just be like, we don't code switch on purpose.
Well, I'm saying you even learn that when you're when you're kids, though, right? Like
we taught to do it though, and it becomes normal.
yeah, like say you're at home, you're supposed you're taught like you need to go to bed after this. You can't, like it's certain things you do at home. When you go to daycare, you go to school, then you over here you may be cussing, you may be but you may be having less of a care in the world than you're at home. You know what I'm saying? So it's just not even just like making people feel comfortable. It's just automatically comes out. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense.
I get it. I still think it's a conscious effort. Like I'm not disagreeing. We do it. I just still think it's a conscious effort. Like I know I call myself not cussing at home, not doing this. My people knew not playing it. It's just like the females that couldn't leave home in the same outfit they was walking around school with.
Yeah.
Like they gotta leave home in a skirt and a dang.
But that's everywhere. They're like
no, but I'm just saying that it's like you're acting a certain way outside of the house because you can.
Yeah.
You're not always given that comfortability to do that at home. It's a no tolerance, even if you've been taught it. Like coming from a community where it's like I don't say you necessarily see a lot of gay stuff, but you pick up on it. Like a lot of people like, man, y'all gay yourselves, y'all hate us, so you hate this man presented.
Homophobes be the gayest.
But I learned maturing. I don't think they're homophobic. it's just the same point that I was saying, that getting into it's getting into that of saying you don't have to always show it. Like, I'm gonna present. I can't. You bleach your skin or whatever, but I'm black. Like, I'm gonna show black, but I do not have to present myself in no way to let you know that I'm gay. I don't have to present that. And I just think, coming from a generation that didn't do that, they didn't present as if they were gay. It just wasn't what they were doing.
But gay people been around for as long as human people have been. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
no questions.
I would say, like, people, I don't know, like, what would you say people ain't been presenting?
No, they just learned not to. It was because they couldn't show it in public. It wasn't nothing to show it in public. That's what I mean. Like, because you couldn't show it in public, it wasn't shown in public.
Yeah.
So you were taught, just like how, kind of like, to go to your point or speak to your point of the code switching. Like, you were taught not to do these certain things at the house, and you get to the daycare, you kind of running buck wild. You know, like, it's not so, you wasn't taught to do it. Of course, with the more acceptance to society, you come out a little bit more. But that's all I was asking, speaking to the fact of, like, do you have to be like that? Like, do you have to go out and show that you're gay? Like,
You could be however you want, whatever makes you feel comfortable at the end of the day.
is it? So what about, like, not rubbing off on kids, or if other people are uncomfortable
What do you mean?
with your gayness? Like,
Not be myself. So I should, if I'm not hurting the kid or like, rub, okay, so what do you mean rub off? Like,
rub on? You know, that's how people think. What Boosie used to contaminate. Like, it's the like, it's just like, you know, like, rub off. Like, oh, I see these. I never might have thought about
people
two girls kissing whatever, and then now
bones kissing in the back seat. Crazy. But I would say, like, I feel like homophobic people like to quickly say that about rubbing off on the kids, but, like, how do straight people become straight?
is everybody that don't like gay stuff homophobic?
Because
So what?
I
So
know family members that don't like flamboyant gay men, but they might still be. But at the same time, like, there's some gay people that don't like some of that stuff, you know, which I feel like it is internalized to a certain extent, because, like, it cannot be your cup of tea, but you shouldn't bash nobody for doing that, what you don't like, you know, because they're not here to impress you or to live for you.
I still feel like that speaks to more sometimes it speaks to public affection. I don't want to be kissing in front of kids.
Well, no, that's fine though. I feel like
I don't think I want my kids gay.
So
let's talk about it.
At what point you want to? Hey, you throwing a lot of me right now. Go ahead, go ahead. I say, you just do me one, but
I say that all the time.
I don't know. But I think I wouldn't want to be kissing around anybody's kid. But I think straight people or homophobic people, I say, if you quick to point that out, like, no, I don't want that in front of my child. But, like, straight people hug and do affection, or people who are affection, they do that around their kids regardless. You don't think that is rubbing off on them some type of way?
Yeah.
Like, being gay is not something, most times you're born that way. Just like you may be born straight, you may be born gay. You know, sometimes being straight is a learned behavior. You know what I'm saying? Being gay is a learned, like some of the time it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you feel about it. I mean, talk to it. We different opinions.
I just feel like, okay, sorry, I'm contradicting myself in like 2 seconds, but, like, I say being gay and straight sometimes can be a learned behavior, but most time could be something you're born with.
You born straight or gay?
Yeah. But as much as people were like, oh no, gay, you're teaching my child to be gay, when it's like, no, you're gay. Your child probably has been gay.
Came out. So how do you feel about people who use, and we differ in faith. Yeah. I'm Christian Universe, that's fine. But
believe they're
yeah, really.
Yeah.
I was just into point of how do you feel about people who use the Bible and be like, you're going to hell, it's a sin, gay is wrong, but in the same text, in the same Bible, but not usually out of their same mouth,
Mhm.
like we're born in sin. Any woman, like it states in the Bible, Job, Deuteronomy, I read the Bible from
Yeah.
front to back every year.
Mhm.
So like I love it when people talk. I like, y'all don't even know.
Yeah.
But it states like any child born through the blood of a woman is
Yeah.
sinful. So to that point, because at first I used to, and like I said, I truly believe it's not flesh and blood.
Yeah.
I do believe like spirits and they call ailments, all this stuff. But
Yeah.
to a certain extent, I am, as I mature, my adult age, I am starting to learn that it can be kind of like you're born with it. Because if you can't tell me that I am born into sin or I am, blood of a woman, I'm unclean, sinful nature. Human has a sinful nature because we are born from a woman, according to the text that I believe in. But you get mad when somebody be like they was born gay, and it's like you telling me I'm born, like you telling me it's a sin, and I'm agreeing with you. I came out of my mother's sinful, like, and I'm agreeing with you. So, how do you feel about that? Like, what is your outlook on that?
I feel like most times people is gay as hell. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
Your ass is crazy.
I'm just saying they do. I'm sorry, the gay. Like, I'm sorry. Like those people be the biggest critic on something. But uh, tell me if I'm wrong or not. But ain't mixing fabric the sin?
Mixing fabric. I said, get out, go ahead. Hey, do you pop your dash?
I said, let me know.
Hey, I'm letting you know.
If I'm not telling the truth.
No, I'm just asking. Go ahead, do your thing.
You good. Oh, but no, I'd be like, they be so fixated on that. But like, yeah, like I feel like, why are you telling me I'm born out of sin, but then I'm not born. I'm like I wasn't born gay.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like where does it correlate? Like why? It's just
so that's what I'm saying. I think and like people are big on talking about like repenting and different things like that. Like, okay, we all born of sin, but we repent. Once again, same thing. Like, Old Testament is where they talk about is Deuteronomy where they talk about it. Solomon and Gomorrah is another spot that comes up about it. Get on there. Thank you, though. Another spot where it comes up, but Deuteronomy is where it comes, and it's like a man should not lay with a woman on the period. Man should not covet another man's wife. And then in Exodus, that's where they speak about like the New Testament. And like I said, I read the Bible back. I was so, and I'm gonna send on that to it now. But I was reading it so much and getting into it so much, I could finish the story that you were talking about, or you could give me a piece of the story, like the Philippians 13, like everybody, I could do all things through Christ, who strengthens me. But then they always forget according to his will, and just saying that to say, like, not getting into there. But like, I'm a Christian, like, how I feel about it. So I say that eternal struggle always be there. But just coming into acceptance of like, okay, if I say I was born gay, or I was born with this lustful, whatever you name this sin or whatever that I have, or the demon, whatever you want to call it, that's on it, that makes me act this way, present this way. And I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you, like, all right, I was born into sin. Like, okay, I came through my mother. Her blood is, you know what I'm saying? All selfless children gonna be selfless. What do you want me to do with that? I've never been a type, and you know me, I've never been a type that wanted to not necessarily force no belief on nobody, but
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like I have never understood when people are so uncomfortable. They just like, you're going to hell. You that you suck, and it's just like, okay, all right, and then like I said, everybody doesn't believe, and I'm never, I'm not that type of person. I'm the type of Christian to be like letting the church, people in the church, people, the same thing, Revelations, freaking John, Luke, Mark, all that. Many gonna say that they're with us, but
Yeah.
they're not with us or whatever. So I never let that deter me from believing in Jesus. But I also have enough self-reflection to understand, okay, I may be in wrong, but not hurting you, you know? So how, like, even with having so we don't really we talk about it amongst each other, but we don't never necessarily just talk about it. So like, how challenging is that for you? Like for me to have this belief, me to have like these set of like reservations and stuff, and we here married. Like,
Um, honestly, I feel like it's more of a struggle with you, and it's something that you have to work out, and all I can do is be here to support you, but at the same time, I understand how conflicting of a struggle that could be with your faith and then your lifestyle.
yeah,
But I think you're not like the only one. You know what I'm saying? I feel
yeah,
like it's definitely a normal thing though. Like with a lot of people who is very heavy into their religion,
I
any
believe, yeah, I believe,
belief or whatever. Like it that is a struggle with like afterlife or how you living on earth. Which one are you choosing, or would you choose how you living now to sacrifice what you might not get
and
once you leave?
that's big, yeah.
Yeah, and
That's something I was thinking about.
yeah, and always I I'm not I'm into not a lot of things. I'm into like a couple things with spirituality. So I understand it. It's just I only like I said, I only can be supportive because like what do you say to somebody who's going through that?
Yeah,
Like that's something like at the end of the day you like I can only be there for you, but at the same time you are going through that mind racing thing every day
yeah,
or every minute or questioning your existence,
yeah.
questioning what you should do moving forward. Like this is something that
Forever be just the conflict.
yeah, like it's not like you can be like, oh yeah, she'll probably get over it in a few months. That's like life stuff.
But that's still probably hard. Like you like,
It's hard to
so we have our
see people
joke
go
or
through
have
it.
it
Yeah, it's
like
hard
I'm
to
straight and you literally like I'll be a husband. But that's the
yeah.
stuff like we intimately go through. But
It makes me sad. Like,
yeah,
but I only can do so much,
yeah,
Like, like I said, I only can tell you I'm here for you as much as I can be, and I still and then not only that, like I support you, and like you want to go to, if I'll go to church with you,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I
Pray. That always be funny. You be like, what you be like if you be like, if we could pray, you could do this. Like what?
yeah. But I still support you, and I want
What
you to.
kind of trade off is this?
But I always want you to know, like I'm here to support you regardless. Like even that's like an eternal confliction you'll have
Yeah,
or forever or whatever, So it's like I want you to understand that I'm there with you. I've had my differences with the church and stuff, so it's I'm not that big into it, but I still support.
have my set of beliefs ever or my reservations or the things that come with my faith and this, has it ever made you resentful towards the church?
Yeah, on how it like you're fighting to be a part of a community that doesn't want you in some aspect, or
Yeah.
you got I think it's uh well she was gay, the looking preacher. I don't know if but like yeah,
I think
you
she
see
like married to a man now.
I guess, but I've seen
Yeah.
her on there talking about how like she talked about everything. Like she's one of the type of preachers that I don't think really reads from the Bible. It's more of like a
And
motivational
that's
type of preacher.
it's such a yes.
Yeah,
Was like they take this quote
yeah,
and it's like people don't necessarily teach Bible
yeah.
or
I've seen a lot.
they teach feel good.
Yeah, I've seen. I think I ain't seen one dude was I don't know how spit and putting it on somebody's face had anything to do with the Bible.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was just like,
It's like, yeah, Jesus did and not extreme. It's like, yeah,
I was
like
like,
I get about the showing the
like demonstration, okay, but not yeah. But no,
yeah. I would say it's hard because you do have sections.
yeah.
I ain't gonna say you have sections in the Bible, but I think Paul was in jail. I'm not looking for the answer because you be like, girl, I don't know.
Oh, that's why I didn't say no.
I think it was Paul that was in jail, and he was writing from jail, and it was just like it was the conflict of like I'm Paul, whatever, John, like all these different people. So kind of what's going on now, like I'm with I'm with Rush, or I'm ordained Baptist, or I'm this, I'm that. And they were just speaking about like how at a certain point these writings of scriptures may not be here, but basically Jesus has to live within you.
Yeah.
And that's kind of no, it's not even with the spirit came into play. It's like Jesus, it's like Jesus has to live within you, but it just seems now like it's kind of speaks to that. Like with the Paul, it's like Paul done whoever they got in the Bible. It's like whoever the people got the message from, that's who they held as like their savior. So to let another grown man put spit on you, and they're saying it is from the word of God, like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's like I'm getting it, like cool, whatever, because it's just like I cannot the outward expression of your belief. I can't judge it only because it's the same thing that's like it's the extreme. It's the same thing with a make kind of my mind make me cringe when you see like the gay man walking with the thong stuck up their butt with the rainbow on. Like what are we what are we doing? Or like the females out with the tape on the sometimes like the answer with the little tape on the titty and it just like it's like bro like what are y'all doing? Like put some clothes on.
If I had some kids, I definitely
No, but I'm saying so you see how like that don't make you be like, oh wow, but the spit is like I draw the line. Like it's like
because you putting.
I don't want I shouldn't see your butt crack. I shouldn't be able to count the hairs on your weenie. Like
I say if they going to
put some
club,
clothes on.
that's what they want to do. That's just what they want to do. If they going, and then I would say,
So if they in church, they want to do that.
okay, I'm glad you brought it up. So what they say, come as you are. Come as you are.
That's what they say.
So if they want to do that,
Find that scripture in the Bible because I ain't seen it.
I would say I'll find it, but I ain't gonna look.
That's what people have
But at
said.
the same time, like if that is such a thing that's in the Bible, you ain't gotta act like you ain't read it about 600 times. Then they should come and say,
Yeah.
I would hope they would find something other than tape, but it's Goodwill or Salvation Army. But at the same time, like if they at a school function, they got that, and then it's like, oh, inappropriate. How about you go?
I do think that sometimes people, I think one of the biggest downfalls for humans is that we want everybody to kind of be on our side. Like you don't have to like what I'm doing, but you also don't have to hate me. And if you do hate me, like keep it over there. Like to show up to the
why does my existence
bother you so much? And if you're really trying to bring people to Christ, that's never that's never how he said to do. I'm just saying from reading the Bible, like, and I also have an understanding from reading the Bible that humans will never be perfect. Like, he created the world in 7 days and then he flooded it. Like, it's just like even when I hear like I always bring it up, like who is the chick who did it? Like, crap, she didn't want to be at the party. It's like Alice Trey or some
Alice Clark
or something like that. But she got a song called 7 Days. And basically she asked the God, like, was we worth the 7 days? And it's just funny to me because somebody reads the Bible that people wouldn't think or just had this belief in it. And I'm like, sweetheart, he restarted the world. Like, that's where the flood came from. Like, Noah's Ark, that came after the 7 days. Like, no, we got crazy. And then you got Sodom and Gomorrah. Then we did some more crazy stuff. And then he sent Jesus down to die for all our sins. So I think even with that, because it is difficult being a Christian, or like you say, like what you said resonate, like you kind of want to be with a community that don't support you. I mean, do not want you. But I don't want to. I learned at an early age not to necessarily want to be with the community, but it's not even that. It's the Christ followers, and those who believe in Him, not necessarily try to be Him or try to play, the judge. Yes, when I say be Him, like I'm condemning you or doing whatever. Like, it's the truth. Like only God could judge me. But the same belief that you have or the same blood that washes you clean or has you to repent is the same thing that I do. So even like, and Pastor Ricky Rush is like one of my favorite pastors growing up or whatever, right? But even him, he's just like the preaching, like you get married is like the ultimate sin, the ultimate no. And it's like, where is this at? Like, where is this at? Because the biggest sin that I've seen in the Bible is not claiming Jesus Christ as the Son of God. And it's 10,000 religions that do that.
Yeah.
So you telling me being with this woman is worse than saying like this man don't exist at all. So you do have those moments of like, but definitely just holding on. So it's hard. Like you say, just definitely holding on to the faith. Like, I'm a Christ follower. You know, I believe in Jesus and I believe in the teachings that come from the Bible, you know? So switching, what you saying with that? Because you do have churches now that kind of like allies, more inclusive. Not saying that they're anybody that's preaching the word. That's where I want to go. You know, so if it makes you feel uncomfortable, sometimes it's supposed to. Like I say, like
Yeah,
I
everything
believe
out the
it.
Bible's not going to be like something that you want.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not so much in like preaching like in this inclusivity or like inclusiveness and all of that. Like but you know, preach the word, but it is more like gay. What was that?
By my nose.
It is more like I thought I was helping. It is more like gay.
It's
On the inside.
yeah.
I got
No, girl.
you. It is more like gay churches or like gay preachers or even like straight preachers and stuff that's having gay kids, and it's not nothing that they're necessarily shunning from. So taking that into the segue of how does it feel when you have like allies, work, family, or you could kind of like be yourself.
You said, how does it feel?
Yeah, how I feel.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It feels where I don't have to present someone who's not comfortable with themselves, you know?
Yeah.
It feels good to have those type of out work or anywhere. Like,
Yeah.
when you don't, it don't feel good, you know, and it makes you not want to go around those people
Yeah.
at all. And it'd be sad when those people want you to come around and you be like, don't even accept me.
Yeah.
Like, you want me to change the way I am to make you feel comfortable, and that's, you know.
Yeah. I feel like it's the same way because especially it's like that one person that is like everybody else thinks you got a husband or like a boyfriend, and then it's that one person that you talk to over lunch or something like, "How your wife doing? Oh, she good." Like,
yeah, I've had that happen to me so many times.
And you just go with it because like if you say husband, I'm not correcting you. Like
unfortunately,
I'm not correcting it. I don't need nothing to be. I remember it was one of the most recent incidents besides like, you know, every time we go, I go to cleaners. It's a guy that came from the Marines. You know, like the Army, we down there take everybody. The Air Force, Marine. Not saying that they don't have those type of people. Is not.
Yeah, but I said, "Oh, you breathing?" Say,
yeah. So it's this guy. He would. I ain't gonna say like he's a like hardcore Marine or whatever, but he had some type of respect for me coming over or whatever. And I'll never forget, like we were talking about something, and then I said something like wife, and he just like look, and I was like, nobody told you? He was like, no, I didn't know. Yeah,
trying to talk to you the whole time.
no, it's not talk to me. It's just the fact that he was shocked. Like, bro, you gay? Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing to talk to. It was just like, man, you gay? And it was just like, even a moment for me, like, I'm 24. Like, what the heck? Like,
or maybe
it's gay, but I'm like, you don't, because I'm in the culture of the Army, and like, don't ask, don't tell was literally like taken away while we was in basic training. Like a few, not that long, like enlisting, it was there. Don't ask, don't tell, and then a couple months in, it was took back.
And I thought about what's crazy. Like, even when I was in basic training, like I saw so many gay people.
It was gay, but you know, in basic training, I wouldn't not gay. I wouldn't claim.
I was still in the filtered areas.
Yeah, I would not claim.
Well, I'm saying I like
not gay. They like you gay, man. Like,
but even like one of my battle buddies was gay. Like, never like hid it or anything. So I'm like,
yeah.
But it could be a thing where it's like, don't ask, don't tell. But maybe it's maybe harder in certain places where it's like, yeah, you really don't need to say nothing. In other places, like,
I do think it sucks when, like I say sins, but your lifestyle, your choices are kind of like put on blast. It's like God don't like you, God hates you, blah blah, and then you got these people who do like these disgusting, gross things. Like,
but those be the main ones that say being gay is bad. But like, Ain't you a child? Ain't
Or
you?
even like an 18-year-old, you 55. Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? Like,
Weren't you dating them when they was 16?
but even going back to like, I want to say, and this is like, of course, everybody does it different. But if you Google like how old was Mary when, yeah, and it was like she was like 13, 14.
How old was?
Yeah, he was old. Oh man.
So this been
And so that's where I get. It's like social. No, it's just.
yeah.
It was like it was just like that's
And,
not necessarily not normal.
and if you call that shit out, they'd be like, "Oh, it was in the Bible. Was it still right?" Like
But that's where you get the right and the wrong. It wasn't. It's not age spelled out
But
in the Bible.
it's
It says man shouldn't lay with man. So I'm just saying like we're humans. Go be. But I'm saying like it's not a. It don't say. Like I said, it's Deuteronomy. It's there. It's back to back. You shouldn't lay with a woman on period. Man shouldn't lay with man. Man shouldn't cover another man's wife. All this stuff.
and can I ask a thing? And it's not even about gay. It's about Bible, right?
Yeah.
So there's been many reports throughout like the years that a lot of the
translation.
Yeah, the translation and different words been added and taken away in the Bible, especially what homosexuality was like a new word when it was like translated and all that. Like, how do you feel to? What do you think about it being a new word being added to it throughout the last decade, like last century? I'm sorry, last century. That now the faith is based off of that. So they've always say like homosexuality is bad, but that's like a new word that was supposedly added, and that's really where a lot of hate comes from is that word.
I will say, um, I would say, just like I said with like the scriptures, like we live in a world where even so, I listen to the NIV version, the new, I think it's like the new something, the Message Bible, and the King James. And I used to listen to the Message. I don't listen to the Message anymore because I like I say, I'm like 8, 9 years in listening to the Bible like from front to back. At one point, I listened to it like music. Saying that to say that I learned the stories. I learned the stories in order, and you know how like you could watch a movie and you could watch a movie and I could ask you what the movie is about and you could summarize it. But you're not necessarily giving me all the details that the movie have. Even with the different translations and things of the Bible, it kinda like the Message Bible, it kinda changes the word. It gets to the point. It's kinda like, that's like yes, that happened, but it's not necessarily meant. So to say, like I was saying, like the scriptures would not be there one day. Like I just believe keep Jesus, keep God, the faith inside your heart. Like, and that's just what it is. Like I don't. You learn and I say you stand on the Bible. My word from God is the word. Like it's a belief or whatever, but it it happens. Like it's not like it won't be there. The scriptures a change or they write what they want to. I would never know what the first Hebrew Bible actually said. And I will say, even Sodom and Gomorrah, like, if you read Sodom and Gomorrah, it wasn't even so much of um man having sex with man, woman having sex with woman. Not saying it didn't happen. Just saying like the apple. Like, oh, Eve bit an apple. It just says fruit. It doesn't say apple. If you could find where it says apple, but it's just like you run with it, right? But then it's kind of like can't get mad at people when you learn it. Like then you just look like you ignorant. Like I don't trip. But to say with the Sodom and Gomorrah, it literally says like angels was coming down giving themselves human parts. So they were in awe of us. So it was angels sleeping with humans. Not saying that like women and men want sleeping. Sodom and Gomorrah has some crazy stuff going on, but it's just like that gets passed over. Like, and where it says like it's like the men of God passed through. They went into this man's house, and then like they seen him, and they was like, let us in, let us know them. And he's like, no, basically saying like the angels. And then he like, no, like no, I got virgin daughters that have never been slept with. Take them, just like it's parts in the Bible to keep the bloodline strong. The daughters got the dad drunk and slept with him. Then like, and they didn't know. But I'm just saying, like, once you read,
Interesting.
but that's what I'm saying. So like, once you read the Bible, it's just hard to get mad at some of the ignorance. And once you, my opinion, like once you believe of what is being taught, a lot of self-reflection and a lot of giving mercy. Like you can say you hate me, I'm going to hell, and I just pray for you because you know just it's just like throwing rocks at a glass house. They talk about you talk about the splinter in somebody's freaking eye, you got a log in yours. Like it is part in the Bible, but it's like that's the whole point. Like I am not Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your condemning. Not saying that I would not claim him or not, but it's people that walk on earth with Jesus that turned on Jesus. So even my belief in him off of the belief of just a word and faith of a mustard seed, it's like people don't really sway me, so it don't matter. Like you learn it, you get it, and you there. Like it's there. So it's like to answer you, like I said, answer your question, it don't bother me. Like have them in your heart. Just like you say, gay marriage might get taken away. The belief and because you got non-denominational, it's not Catholic, you're not Baptist, you're not. That might get taken away, and you just have to be this. You still keep Jesus in your heart. They go take what they do. They go take away the knowledge, so they take away the Bibles. You can't have the Bibles, or they go give you a version of the Bible that they want you to have. So they can't take it from your heart out your mind. You know them, freaking going about my business. So it don't really bother me at all. Like more power to you.
That basically more power to you.
And like you said, I don't think I'm the only one, but I do think that it's funny. It's just so many people. Now I used to say it all the time, like they'll walk up, like, let me talk to you about Jesus. Like I can talk to you about Jesus. And let me talk to you about Jesus. Like how do you show me where this said it at? Tell me where you when after the New Testament does it brings up anything about homosexuality?
And if I knew the Bible, I still wouldn't be talking about it. I'd be like, all right, keep going.
It's like, like don't
sit there have all comfortable.
That's just like it to me, because I'm so big on like that's my heavenly Father. Like, don't you walk up to me like I don't know my dad. I know my daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't walk up to me.
My daddy.
Exactly. So exactly. So how'd you feel? I be like, real like the daddy. You got Chinese man or white man. Your dad. You like I know my daddy. It's so it's like it don't bother me.
Good. You gotta be.
That's hard.
Within yourself.
Yeah, just give me like
you believe in.
You don't think I know my daddy? Like, you don't claim me. He ain't never said he ain't claim me. Shut up. Like
leave me.
Leave me.
And then they always come up to me. I think I got it in like leave me.
Man, what were we talking about? We was at the No, this I was about to say the gay shit. When we was doing the when we was in Houston, and they were like, I was like, you got tattoos?
Oh yeah,
like, and I'm just like, and there was two sides. Like, don't get me wrong, like it's Fisher's man, you going somewhere where you know you go be gathered. I don't think it's no different than what the Bible kind of like. You go to where people need help. You go catch some.
So they need to go to their own home.
No, but if you want to catch fish, you go to the sea. I'm not tripping. I'm saying that it's some that was there, like, repent, you're going to hell, blah, blah. And then you had the one where it was just quiet, and he was like, hey, I got something to give.
Which is fine, though, to go there.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying don't miss the point that I'm trying to make. Like, it's a different... Yeah, I'm saying it's a difference in how you present the message and how you do it. Like, you going to hell, blah, blah, blah. For you, it's a different way to go about it. Because just how we talk about the Bible, or we pray, or just certain stuff that I do that you catch on, but I don't look at you every day and discuss like you going to hell. You really don't see nothing wrong with the way you are. No, like what's wrong with that's not what I. Exactly, but that's not what you taught to do.
Yeah,
that's from when they're taking the Bible. Like that's not what you taught to do, and I just feel like I say, even on down to Revelation, Heavenly Father coming back. Some people that didn't believe in Him, they literally say like as their skin melted, whatever, they cursed them down to they dying. So it's just like I believe. What you want me to do?
Yeah.
I said we all come and fall short of His glory. Like, what you want me to do? So do you really think, do you think gay marriage is going to be taken away?
Yeah.
For real, for real?
Yeah. Of course, we gonna be gay and married in our heart, but the government gonna take the term gay and like, all that what comes with it. Of course, every state is different, but I think eventually they will. Cause yeah,
Why do you think that?
we didn't think Roe versus Wade was gonna get taken away, even though it was always up for discussion, and that's been a thing for a long time, and they took that away and gave it back to the state where they make the decision. Each state makes their own decision. I think eventually will. Why not? Why not put that out there? Like, I mean, why not think that? Because there's so many interviews, so many things that have gone on with the parties that it's up there. Like, it's just was it an umbrella thing basically?
I just think that, what is it? I just look it up. It was like 13 openly gay Congress. And I remember it stood out from the last time it was up on the ballot. It was like, it's all this other stuff going on, but I'm here speaking about my marriage again. I think that fear and not taking action run rapid. I do think that sometimes identifying as both parts of the community is already hard. So that's just part of the game. Like, it's gonna be harder. We go start at a disadvantage and we still have to finish at the same time as everybody else. We just have to work harder. I do think that as the world go on, you go either grow or you go regress. And I do feel that if more representation was in Congress, you wouldn't be worried about it. Left or right, Republican or Democrat. It's like there with these belief systems that have these votes. And some people will never just come out. Like, we still have celebrities. I mean, you'll never know, but you'll never know that they're gay. But also, it'll also be like an ally. What is it? What bothers you so much about Boosie? I'm saying, like, what? Like, you done mentioned man like 16 times.
No, we can let's take him.
No, you are.
But his face is the way he.
Is it just because he states his opinion? Like, he's extreme
the
with
way
it?
he can talk about gay people in his. He won't.
That man ain't said nothing that we ain't heard growing up from our parents. Like I said all the time, like, I think the first vivid memory of like gay bitch or whatever, I remember coming from my mom. Like, I don't like what. It's just like he's ignorant in the way of thinking. But it's like
he be so number one opinionated about gay people stuff, but let it be about people R-wording kids or like other issues. He mute on it. When some gay happens, anything gay happens, that man is like, he's the first one to say something. So yeah,
he got a strong belief. He got a strong belief
for staying in the closet. Yeah, he got a strong belief of staying in that closet, peeking out like, oh, no, oh, gay people.
I don't think that man gay.
Of course not. Of course not. You don't think he is, but that man is extremely gay.
He just speaks out. He don't like it.
Yeah, he don't like gay people, but he must like, like all the other stuff. Like he not only that,
that is freaking hilarious.
I'm sorry. But not only that, like, he paid a stripper to have sex with his 12-year-old.
That's what I'm saying. Like, poor baby, the way he thinks, like, it's taught. It's like he's not the only.
That don't still.
He don't, but it's the ones that you don't know. Like, I know we differ on this all the time, but it's like the devil, Like, I know Boosie don't like the gay stuff. Freaking another one, Rainwater always talked about it. Like, look at the people who speaking. Like,
a lot of people who are like that be the ones that are messaging people to have sex with them.
Like, here's what you're saying. Like,
yeah, like gay, all that. But okay. So I'm saying Bootsy. Let's say Bootsy. Bootsy and people like Bootsy. Like,
I don't think I never heard his name pronounced like that.
Bootsy, little boot, little Bootsy, little boot boot. since he wanted to talk about gay shit, little boot boots, little bootsy bootsy, little boot boot, little bootsy bootsy.
Right? Yeah.
Giving her face, ass, titties, her face, ass, titties, boot, feet, boot, feet, little bootsy.
Bro, get your point out. Cause what?
Now I forgot.
What's what the fuck shit happened, man?
But it be those people like Bootsy that be in trans women's DMs and stuff. Like, just like I saw yesterday or today that it was a trans woman influencer that was just like all of us upset about the results of the election and was talking about like she's going to basically expose all the DL men that are in such support of Trump and voted against Trump.
You gonna die. Don't do that. You know, them folk crazy. They would kill you.
Yeah.
Whoever that is.
That's very sad.
We got people. You got people that support you. I wouldn't do that. DL, man, and they would kill you. Especially, man.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. But I'm saying with what I was talking about, like, please don't do that.
Yeah.
But teach his own.
Teach his own.
You know.
Yeah.
Be careful. Carry. But they said they were going to expose DL men that have been messaging her and hooked up with her and stuff. Since you want to be so loud about being a Trump supporter and voting, not for voting, like literally voting for Trump.
Yeah.
You're voting against something that you enjoy, that you know, and
that is kind of wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
That piss you off, like. But I also seen it. I seen a video where a Puerto Rican lesbian that's married to a woman voted for Trump.
Damn.
Damn.
It's like, yes.
But humans are complicated. Like, that's why I keep saying, like, we keep thinking that as humans, we put too much trust in freaking us. We're not smart. Like, we not, like, it's,
so
what do you mean? Like,
not only that, babe, I just feel like at some point, like, you gotta get what you got. You know what I'm saying?
What
like,
you mean? Like,
you want, okay, you want a DL, I mean, you want to be a DL person, but then, I didn't say with that, when the trans woman was speaking about it, when she was talking about exposing the guy, she she retweeted a tweet where he was like, I don't want my, I'm paraphrasing, I don't want my, child have to fight I don't want my daughter to have to fight a boy in the bathroom because they're allowed to go something like that. I can't remember. It's something, I'm paraphrasing, look it up. And she was like, oh, okay, you want to feel that way or you want to support Trump and all that stuff. And I think he posted other stuff about Trump, like, oh, I'm so glad he won, stuff like that. And then she put a screenshot of him on I think it was a Insta account, but it was like a nasty Insta, like it was like her, you know.
Gotcha, get it out. Yeah, I got you. I know, just saying, what you get?
Her triple X type of her triple X type of account. So it was like you weren't like a guest.
Yeah,
you know. Well,
I get you.
So he in a heart was still flirting all that stuff in there. Like, oh, I'm gonna expose you. So she exposed that. You know what I'm saying? She said she got other people she's gonna expose. And I feel like
I pray for your safety.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I get it, and like people are complicated. People do. Go ahead.
I think even with that, and I'm sorry I'm rambling.
No,
even with that, I feel like some people need a reckoning with. Hopefully she's safe, whatever. But I feel like especially with how this election has went, I think some people need to be like, oh, this you type of thing, because I
feel it. I still don't think that that's going to kind of curb people like, just like you said, gay people being simple.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say my word, people doing whatever they did it's been here since the beginning of time. It'll be here to we end. However that goes, right? So rock out with yeah, to a certain extent, rock out with your cock out.
But you nobody rock out with your cock out while you over here. You ain't gonna rock out with your cock out with me and you over here talking about you glad Trump is
But that's people belief. You got you. That's what I'm saying. Like it's
so basically now speaking as for like the woman, the trans woman, I have to be the butt of your enjoyment, your joke, while you over here voting against something that you clearly are enjoying all the time with me.
I think I'm not saying that as a person
My
that
rights are getting taken away, and
that
you over here kiki.
but no, but it's okay. I do think like I said before, fear and inaction. I don't know. She okay? Fear. I think fear and inaction causes a lot of chaos, and expecting somebody to do something that you want, be the change you want to see. So I'm speaking as far as somebody that I'm super confrontational. I don't mind. Well, I would say to a point, I was super confrontational. I didn't mind making a stance on this and that. To a certain extent, you have to learn to play the game. Like I don't have to play. If I want to change your rules or get into your stuff, I have to learn how to play the game. It's no different when the police are bad. The police bad. We scared of the police. This, that, and the third. But you're not teaching your kids to go be a different type of police. Go be the change you want to see. So you're saying that these trans people and all this going on just because you blasting somebody on Twitter because you made an emotional decision that pissed you off. What does that do? It don't stop that the person voted for it. We live in a world where he could just say you lying or whatever it is, what it is, and then it's gonna keep it pushing. Like it's vote for the people in your local office. I mean, vote for the people in your local area. Push programs, start programs to better help with stuff like that. Like
I think that's fine and dandy as well, and you can do that in the clothes.
yeah, but I'm saying exposing is fine, but it's just like you're saying in order, like don't get me wrong, embarrassment is we differ on that because like I don't get embarrassed. Sometimes we got what I'm saying, like you could get embarrassed to a certain extent. I'm saying certain things, but I'm just saying that to say like it only works if somebody cares. And it's just a dangerous game to play.
Walking outside is a dangerous game.
Yeah, but I'm saying how do they care? Like you have somebody like we're speaking of the former president and future president, Donald Trump. He's done been accused of everything. Donald Trump. He done been accused of everything under the sun, and he don't care. To a certain extent, like, he don't care. Like, and the people that some people want to expose, like you said, they don't care. Like,
and that's fine.
So
I feel like you are a person that don't care about that stuff, and that's understandable. No. Some people, someone is going.
I get it. Some people care, but what point is it gonna make? You said
it makes a point for them. I don't know their points. Like it makes a point for them. Everybody has their different points what they make.
Like, but I'm speaking to your point of you saying some people need to expose.
Yeah,
what does it do?
I feel like it does a lot. Like especially first of all, your friends might like depends on who it is. Some people may have some people may have a friend group where they are some people have a friend group where them knowing that you gay, they not gonna mess with you. Now you lost friends. Now you're gonna be isolated. And just how you made that trans person feel, you're about to feel the same way. And I'm saying it's different for everything. Like I'm not saying,
to that point, like, it's kind of like trying to make somebody walk a mile in your shoes. Because like I'm gonna try to bring you to my level. And I get that to a certain extent.
It's just like if like how you do a get back at somebody. Oh, you didn't love me when I was a child. You hated me. You called me this, and that. So never gonna be shit. And then you talk like you still was horrible throughout my adulthood.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. You didn't, all that, right?
Yeah.
So now you'll be in like you're in your early like old age, right? You're like, oh my goodness, I have no one. Can you help me and this and that? That's my get back.
You said I'm gonna put you in a nursing home?
That's my get back.
Because you thought I wasn't gonna go be shit?
Yeah, no, but like you're simplifying it. I'm just saying. Like I'm making it simple as far as like trauma, and on top of that is like, oh, you didn't You called me on my name, never encouraged me, was treating me like the gum on the bottom of your shoe throughout my whole life of living. But now you're at the older age, you need help. You need somebody. You need somebody to be there for you. I'm gonna put your ass in nursing home. But I'm speaking in general. Speaking in general. I'm not saying this is to anybody. It's a general. It's an example. An
Oh,
And it's an example. It's not made for you. Views and statements in this podcast has nothing to do with Harvey Salties. Overthinking understanding there might be something different. Just kidding. This is just an example, not towards anybody. Nobody get butthurt. I don't got time for it.
like you getting some good back now. Are you uncomfortable, Miss Jack?
Nah, I just don't have to get no text message or anything. I don't want to hear it. It's not towards nobody. It's just an example. But
this is a fact that I looked up for this episode.
okay.
It says as of 2023, 7.6% of U.S. adults identify as LGBTQ plus, up from 3.5% in 2012. This increase reflects greater society acceptance and willingness to openly identify as LGBTQ plus. And the 108th U.S. Congress, 13 voting members openly identify as lesbian, gay, or bisexual, the highest number in history. While the exact number of openly gay individuals varies, sectors are not always available. These trends tend to indicate a growing percentage and present and visibility of openly gay individuals in public. How you feel about that? What do you think? How you feel about that? Because you said gay marriage and all of that. I do have hope. And once again, it does tether to my belief because I think the world
believe.
Yeah, to my belief. I think the world is go run butt naked wild with a lot of stuff, but that is by design. Like that is what is laid out. Like the world is gonna get crazy. And to some people, I think that is part of it getting crazy. Even if, because it's not like the Civil War. You have people that's like, these people should be free. Everybody is made equal. Nobody should be no 3/4 of no human. I do not think it's enough gay people to have that type of war. And I truly don't believe that it's enough allies to help us fight that war, neither. And I'm saying like within, because the Civil War, of course, it's like us. Definitely not on the outside. Like we're openly talking about it. So that's another thing. So like closing that point, we might have some regression, but I do think it's gonna break through. To make that point, the way that you feel, your outlook, that's how you was speaking back, wrapping it back around and coding. If we were born in another part of the world, this wouldn't even be possible. Like, it's like, do you think about that? Like, even like the openly gayness, married, like, it's so many. I think it's like 13, 14 countries that have made it illegal.
Going up.
Yeah,
Made illegal.
just made like illegal to same-sex marriage. Like, so even with that, it's just like you. And of course, like we're not naive, and we know that it's gay, lesbian, whatever people over there, but it'll probably be ever suppressed until they die. You know. So like, how does that make you feel? Like, do you, to a certain extent, even though we're judged, even though code switching, you got to do a little thing or whatever, are you appreciative of the little freedom that you do have?
Of course. Decades ago or hundreds of years ago, I wasn't considered a person.
Yeah.
So yeah, every day is always, or the person I am now is always appreciative. Like it could be worse.
I'm speaking just to the fact of being able to have somewhat openly gayness. Like the discomfort that we feel is still somebody else's dream.
Well, yeah, no, I definitely appreciate everything that came with us being able to even be a little bit uncomfortable. Because it's not like, oh my gosh, we gotta just, for us at this moment in time, but another part of the world, another city, state could be fearing for their life,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely appreciate it.
I can't even fathom. I think, but even like for you to feel the way that you feel, and then you have to be forced into a marriage, forced to marry a man, like just like the thought of it. It won't be bad for me, but I'm saying like some people like that are like it drive them crazy, like I think that's
It'd be hard for you.
I think so. Yeah, it'd be kind of hard. I make the jokes, but it'll be
Yeah, I'm just saying.
because I like what I like.
Yeah.
I do think it's sad, and when I do think of stuff like that, like I don't think that nobody has the right necessarily to oh no, because I'm getting all that feedback in you. There you go. I do not think that nobody, if God gave us the freedom to choose Him or whatever, once again, come my belief system.
Yeah.
If God gave us the freedom to choose Him, I do not think no. And He's a living God. I'm not saying that. So, but I'm not saying no living man, my set of beliefs or whatever, has the right to tell you what you can and can't do.
Yeah.
Because if it's like, once again, like I said, my dad gave me this choice and this option, like, who the fuck are you? Like,
Yeah.
so it does break my heart where it's just like, it shouldn't, and that's, but should and shouldn't and how things should be, that's just whatever. That's literally what it is, like your belief. But I also understand like it's a way of the world. But even if things just get bad here and they're like, oh, we're fucked, and you just like this election just, man, a lot of people were sad. It blew a lot of craziness and crazy.
Blew my heart.
It blew a lot of craziness and craziness. But I just think about the people that can't even do this, and then even the stuff because I like. And people say, like, of course, in the service, you meet, like, all types of people. And it's just, like, the stuff that Americans complain about. And not saying, like, I'm not saying it because I'm American. I get it. Like, my complaints, just because you had it hard or your thing was, my complaints or whatever is still valid. Or how I feel is still valid. Yeah, like, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying it is, like, for people that have never, like, just, it's kind of, Brokeback Mountain in my head, but it's another movie where like the females had to like kind of keep it under.
Handmaid? But it's not a movie.
It's like the females had to like keep it under wrap in another country, and it's just like dang, like even the fact to be out openly married, people getting killed, hung, raped, or a whole lot less. And a part of it I do think is human nature. Not maybe so much to act on it, not so much to be turned on by the same sex, but just like how dudes have like we laugh about it, bromance to like homeboys or whatever that they really love. It's a connection that's not too different from what they feel for a woman. They just want to sleep with this person. It's the same thing for sometimes. Stop. Everybody not gay. But what's wrong with you? But it's the same kind of thing for females. Like you have some women that, and it was never that unspoken, but you have like your best friend. So to a certain point, I think it is like human nature, and then lines do get blurred, crossed, and we all believe what we believe, and we feel how we feel. Jump it up. Like humans are complicated. Like I say, I don't. If God couldn't straighten us out, I don't know what you think I'm supposed to do. Like, I don't. I love it. Love everybody and hate the home. No, don't hate nobody.
Love the homophobe.
Don't hate nobody. So, do you feel like black, gay, whatever, has it shaped the circle that we have?
What?
Yeah, because I don't feel like we have a lot of gay friends.
You know, a lot more in the military. Like, I had a lot of gay friends.
I feel like the military be fake gay. They just be stressed out.
Like, I don't all like my close friends have only 2 gay. Yeah, 3. 3 gay.
How many gay friends you got that ain't got no kids by a man?
But you see, you trying to stuff them out. They're still gay or in the gay aspect. Like you can't just because you don't like people that got like ain't nothing wrong with
It
that.
ain't no gay aspirant. They ain't gay. They just did some gay shit.
Do you? What you mean? Like
Yeah, gay.
like I said, people can be gay and still have kids with men, and then it's okay. It's fine. Like your bias.
Speaking of it, we always have this conversation. How weird, disgusting, irritating is it when just listen? Oh, when a man pushes up, basically sexually harasses or assault a female because they feel like you shouldn't be who you are. Like what?
It's infuriating.
It's like how do people they like? Bro, I would kill you, and it's not even because like I don't think. No,
from that look.
Stop, chill out.
Sorry.
But it's not even because I think that like you are like I don't want to be a man. I don't think I'm better. Nothing than a man. Like a man is a man. Like you know, I'm bigger. I respect it. A man is a man when they are a man. Yeah, a lot of little boys, but a man is a man. Man, women to a certain extent, I do believe need to be led by a man. On a certain extent, we are emotional creatures. Like women are great. I'm not saying that, but to a certain extent, there's some things that men need to do. But I'm just saying to be like my rite of passage as a man is to be like you on my property. You gon' like it's not, especially in America and even outside countries. Like I think like that's just like I'm not your property. You do not have the right to assault me to try to make me feel less than. Now you dead. Now your mama gotta bury your in your word homophobic ass because you thought. Excuse me, because you thought it was okay to assault me. That's fucking crazy. Like, but what happens? And then it's messed up when it do backwards, or like if a gay male messes with a straight.
Yeah, they just oh my gosh, I'm gonna kill you. It's like
now you getting your ass beat by a gay man.
yeah,
Like, but it's just like what exactly? What like? But what make you think that that's okay to? Oh, that's a stud, and you still a woman. I'm gonna show you you're a woman. I don't.
And that's predatory. Was it predatory?
Predatory. Yeah, weird, like,
very much. And they know that they can physically try to get a woman, like try to push up on them. Is they still trying to rape and all that stuff, all that.
That's still assault. If a man do that,
yeah, of course.
And it's scary. Like I say, I remember being where like, oh girl, and like the freaking pep talk before we went to Jersey was like, if a guy asks you for your number, give it to him. And it's just like, dang, like that's crazy because it can't be reversed. If a male asks the male for you gon' god dang, but it's man that's literally you're not a man. Like you're not you that doesn't where is that at? You can't tell me nowhere in the Bible where Jesus took a piece of pussy. Like that's just crazy. Like what is wrong with you? Where do you base that off of? Tell me where God said you can take a piece of pussy. Like what? Why do you think that that's okay? And not saying that it's not different beliefs and structures and how it is. It's Jesus, the man, the woman, the kid. Like it's structures to it. But when a man acts outside, you have nothing to hold it to besides like your genetic makeup is a man. You have no right to disrespect a woman because you were born with a set. Especially if we're talking about the religious or God belief aspect of it, because it's a man under God, a woman follows. And then even with that, like a lot of the black community, that's a double whammy. It's like you gay and you believe in Jesus, bitch, you stupid. And it's like, damn, like, because it's a lot of the woke, and it's just like, you want to be accepted, but we judge so much as humans. That's why I say, like, we just,
and I just do your thing.
We partially fuck. Like,
Yeah, no, partially,
like
truly.
everybody, like, oh, we fuck Trump president. Like, what? Like, bro, we been fucked. Like,
No,
I'm too dark to fit into the black community. Like,
yeah,
I'm too gay to be accepted
you
by family.
got a lot of dark coming your way.
It's a what? Like,
But with Trump, it's gonna be bomb.
man, it's already bomb.
Oh, sorry. Then they're gonna be tanks and bombs. Like it's gonna be everything. So it's not gonna be a good day. It's not gonna be a good. Like
I don't see it that way, but I also respect your opinion. Because I think either way, like, people that don't like gay people don't go away. Men that feel like women are property don't go away.
no,
Don't matter who's in
not
office.
everything. It like not even just that. Honestly, it's more of like different shit on the side of that. Like yeah, it's still gonna be that, but with how they're trying already taking abortion away and a lot of stuff and giving back that judgment to the state. Like now, like I think I just saw on Twitter, like where they was like, oh, women, how in South Korea they have it's a 4B movement, so where the women of South Korea aren't having sex with men, not trying to have kids and all that stuff. Like they're like holding off, like basically being celebratory,
Yeah.
celibate,
hmm
just so they can get their rights back.
Their rights.
Yeah, and not
Yeah.
have to be pressured by society to have kids, because in Korea that like they a lot of the stuff to do out is mostly for like
Yeah.
it's not a lot of single things to do, so it's like yeah, so
And Korea is just so big on the human anatomy. I don't know why it always pops up. Like, you got the part with all the weenies, and then you got the sexual.
yeah,
Like
and
Korea is
they're
big.
fine with that, but like
It's just a part of like it's
but
very
they don't.
structured, and I think they're just Asian type of community. They're very structured.
But I
And,
think with the movement, they're trying to be like, we don't have to have kids. Like, you're not gonna just give us money because we're having kids. Like, people have lives outside of
yeah,
doing that. Like,
and
we
I
need
think
money besides.
it'll forever be a uphill battle. And like I say, we're human, and most times all people have to fall back on is religion, and it's just like the way we were taught. Like women wasn't able to do so much that we're able to do now. And I do think it's just gonna go up. But I also do believe it's gonna be a constant fight, because sometimes, like I say, men behave as men. I have never had an issue with men. Boys get on my nerves, and it's just
But
like
there are men that are boys.
that's what I'm saying. They're not meant to me. Like that, like age doesn't make you a boy. Like you're a boy. Man to be a man. A man does not get intimidated by a masculine presenting woman or doing. You are a woman, and it's still you are a woman. I don't have to make you put you in a place to be a woman to do whatever or nothing like that. And not saying sometimes people don't get out of line or try to do stuff, but a man to stand and act is just act. It's to act a certain way. You do certain things. Like it's kind of like when people be like, "I'm not going there with a child." Like men present as men, and then you have boys. You have a lot of boys who, well, I'm this and I'm that because of birthright or whatever, but it's just like, no, and I'm not saying that men shouldn't be respected, it's not saying that at all, but women should also be. And it's not just the birthright of what you hold it to. Like, I'm a man, so they shouldn't do this, they shouldn't do that. I remember seeing this dude he posted Kamala Harris, the vice president, and was like, a bitch shouldn't lead. And it's like, you got like 9 kids you don't take care of. Like, you shouldn't lead, and you don't. Cause like
Leading.
yeah, you a goddamn drug dealer. Like just what I'm saying. Like what are we talking about? So that's why I say like you have boys that have opinions and they act as boys. And I always say like regardless of whatever's done going on in my family,
Boys, they are somebody.
there's somebody's father, and it's a boy.
And that's generational.
It's generation. And then you produce children like Boosie. You produce children that you produce children that believe in knocking a woman upside their head. You believe this thought process, like just like his daughter said, what's your Jesus? We ain't go to church with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? What do you know besides just this is wrong, that's wrong. Have you ever laid with a woman on your period? Have you ever slept? Have you ever coveted another man's woman? Like this is what that's in with. Man shouldn't lay with man. So now what it say? It don't say woman. Now count it. It say man shouldn't lay with man. Now you woman.
That's men.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly.
Women.
I'm just saying, I'm being funny.
We's women.
We's women. Don't put me there. It didn't say I
It
do
is
that.
when they said man, they said man.
Shut up.
Not woman.
Don't do it.
I'm a woman.
You've gone too far.
That's men.
You done? You finished?
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you. So I just said it to the point of like what you're saying. You produce people like that, but they are boys, regardless of what the same. They take care of the boy, and it's not. But I mean, I think I sent you the picture where like he was with what's the trans Kardashian, the Caitlyn Jenner, on the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you?
They ain't even her, which is crazy.
But what do you? But that's what I'm saying. Like it's so many. I'm not saying that the man
crazy about that woman for a long.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And they take a picture like.
Yeah, they go.
I just feel like y'all give too much power to his face.
No, it's.
Go ahead.
It's not even just a power. Like we don't. It's not like we're just. Oh my gosh, this is what we think is gonna happen. This is what his constituents and other people.
Constituent. Is it constituent?
Constituent.
I don't think it's. Yeah, I think it's constituent.
Fact check. What? And people that he works with. I guess I don't want to use big words now. That have worked with him and worked under him and all that stuff. He's put into place to do what he's going to do. He like under him and with the backing of other people that's in different positions of office in the country. He has overturned Roe versus Wade and other things. Like he's taken away a lot of stuff that we're not just like just because we're like somewhat freaking out about different stuff that hasn't happened yet or has come. There's things that, like I said, we were once not considered a person. You know what I'm saying? We were
women still not considered a
but
person.
I'm saying,
But you saying black people?
Yeah.
We still kind of
we was considered
fighting
property. Like we were basically the we were animals. You know what I'm saying? We were part of the life. I'm saying like we were part of that. We did,
and it's normal.
But
I know.
At some point we didn't think, or some people didn't think or know that we was gonna actually be able to vote, be able to not be property.
Yeah.
Like so, like you just said a few hours ago, like something bad or it has to get bad before it gets worse or whatever, you know?
Yeah, the change comes from like it. Yes, what we're talking about, people getting freaked out about people are getting freaked out about the election and we fucked all of this, but change, you don't grow. Change, like you say, change comes from uncomfortability and like a reason to make a stand. Like,
and I think even with this,
no, go ahead.
I say even with this, I think it's okay for people to freak out a little bit. But as you can see, no one has went and stormed the Capitol.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
No one has stormed the Capitol. I think since I got off of my phone, the only recent things I've seen was in Philly. I think they have
Chicago do too.
Yeah, they have the protest, and it's a peaceful protest at that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's for your people to tell everyone don't freak out. I understand where it's coming from, but at the same time, like let people freak out a little bit. But as you can see, the difference in even the silent protest or even the Palestinian protest they had at it was Columbia.
Yeah.
A lot of those are peaceful.
Yeah.
What makes them not peaceful or just now it's like everyone needs to calm down type
what
of thing?
point are you drawing to that? I'm just trying to see where you're going with it.
Never forget, like you can't stop me. I was on the road.
I was apologize. I didn't know. I don't know what
I don't even remember.
We were talking about like Trump and giving him too much power as a face.
Yeah, so I'm saying yes. Yeah, don't talk nothing. You better leave me alone. Like, but go home. So basically, like with all that, I'm saying we're not giving him much power. I say we're giving him power in some sense as him saying a few words of like, hey, stop y'all. I'm proud of y'all, Proud Boys. Basically, I'm paraphrasing. Y'all calm down. But whatever. When they were
Proud Boys stand down. Yeah.
Yeah, so to him as the president or whoever at the time, like, hey, chill out. Like, don't, like, that's not how we're doing. Like, we're not going to do all that.
He did eventually.
Where?
Twitter. He did eventually tell him calm down.
See?
Yeah, he did. He did eventually tell him.
See?
Yeah.
I want you to look at me.
I mean, his old Twitter. I mean, maybe he could go back. I'll fact check it. He did tell him calm down. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying that we have this conversation offline all the time. I'm not saying that your point is not valid. I'm just saying that the point that you're trying to make speaks to no, we talk about it a lot. So I'm just speaking to the point of what you're saying. Like, you're speaking to a person's moral and wanting somebody to be careful with the power that they have. And it's just like, just because we give this thing, we are taught to give these certain positions and these certain people, be careful, you bumping the thing. You like give these certain things and these certain people, we like look up to them. They're a face. You know, they're a face to something. And yes,
Not just a face?
No, I'm just saying, yes, he has power, and yes, he has influence. But I just say that you get caught up in what you want another person to do with their influence. And it does. It is like, what does that mean?
What you mean?
It's like, what does that mean?
It's not just you anymore.
But that's what I'm saying. That's just like you could say with a father that, like I say, the guy that's done got 9 kids brought into the world. You be like, it's not just you, your father, or freaking rappers and people with this high influence. You shouldn't act like that because people are watching you. We can't control it.
Those niggas is not those niggas do not have control of the power button where they can send the fucking missile or do a nuclear bomb. Those niggas.
It's checks and balances, but yes,
it's checks and balances. Yeah, but this nigga has disrespected so much shit. Who know? Like, at this point, and I see you trying to be the peace. You were trying to be the peacemaker. Hey, everybody, just peacemaker.
It's not peacemaker.
Yeah, but
it's not. It's
like you're saying in many words. Hey, y'all, just down.
Yes, but just like Kamala said, it's not the time to necessarily quit. It's time to roll up your sleeves.
I would say, even with that's fine though, and I would say people can freak out and still be doing the.
Yes, they can.
And so that's what I'm saying.
But we spoke to that point. Yes, freak out, but also.
And then there's different ways of freaking out. I can post a tweet, or X, or whatever it is, and be like, "Oh, I'm upset about."
So would you delete X? Because Elon Musk owns it.
He didn't own it.
He just took over it not too long ago.
No, he had it for what?
Like a year? Yeah. Okay, so recently. I'm still to the point. It's recent. Yes. Delete X. Like, what is it?
They don't hurt nothing.
But that's why I'm just saying though, like, oh, Trump did, and it's just like, man, I'm not saying that I don't get it, but I also saying that
you don't get it.
I get it.
What do you get?
The fear, I just don't have the same fear everybody does.
And I feel like that's fine. And it's not even just a you thing. It's many people that share the same thing that you share. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. You can identify with them. But to say that how I feel is wrong.
Nobody says it's wrong.
No, but a lot of people are saying, it's okay to have multiple feelings. You know what I'm saying? This is something that is, I think everyone who is saying everybody needs to calm down, just saying, it's like a lot of people are thinking we still can feel how we feel and still do the work. This just makes me want to get into politics even more. I've been in politics for a while, but
how
have you been in?
I didn't say I was.
This is why you think?
Because I'm asking how.
Anyways. So, but literally, like, it makes me want to get more into my community just with all this, Like, I want to get more into it because not even just of Kamala, like the I want to get to know what I'm voting, more of what I'm voting for, and be active in my community to help different things. And that's by voting in like local elections and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just doing my part to educate myself more and help out my.
And I think that will be the beauty of it. And that's my whole point. I think that action holds back from a lot of fear. I do not think that just yay would never be the way for America. I just, like you say, some stuff is just
I think it's just one
forgetting the time. Yeah, and social norms, like to accept it, and it's forever been there. Like you say, like I don't think that it's not there, but it's forever been there, but it don't make it right. Just like child molestation, forced marriage, just like the list goes on. Freaking
Bible, apparently.
slavery, like if you can name it, it's done been around forever. So I do think that is a struggle, and it's on the gay side of it as far as presenting. Like I said, we can't take away being black, unapologetically black.
Blackity black.
Exactly, but just even the locks, whatever, like the military is childish. The military, you can wear locks. They just passed the Crown Act not too long ago. Like it's just certain things where it's you have to kind of conform to what you've been told is the right thing to do or the right type of person to be. So to that aspect, like yes, uphill battle, and I don't think that it's uphill battle. Like just openly being out the uphill.
Yeah, it's a struggle.
Yeah, it's an uphill battle, and sometimes it do feel like, is it worth it? It's like
I think it is.
you think it's worth it?
Yeah.
One thing that you do that I do not do that I find I think you're a little sick. Like you like making people feel.
I don't know why.
Loud.
I'm sorry. I don't know why. I love it so much. I love it. Can you hear me?
I hear you fine.
Is it good? I love it so much. It makes like when you listen to some good music and the beat hits like it hits that like thing in the back. Oh, it makes me feel so.
Why do it make you feel good to make a person uncomfortable?
Because those be the same people that have no like. It's okay with making me feel uncomfortable. So why should I care? If I make you feel uncomfortable, it could be something like.
What if they just unapologetic in their belief?
I'm unapologetic at making your ass feel uncomfortable. We're on the same page. So what's the? So why are we upset? You unapologetic,
Unapologetically.
Homophobic. I'm be
Unapologetically
making you uncomfortable. Sorry. And I don't do it in like crazy way, I literally just be myself. But if you saying some crazy shit and then a few minutes later, like
your belief or your lifestyle or whatever, where it's out now. Let's say like we do go back in time. Would you conform to stay alive, or would you die for what you believe in?
What year?
Huh?
What year?
No, I'm just saying. No matter.
Say it again.
It reverses back. Now, would you conform to stay alive, or would you die for your belief? And I'm saying the gay, your lifestyle.
I think I'll die. Because it's something I can't really change at all. A lot of things got suppressed when I was younger, but as an adult, like I can't see myself being any other way but being my gay ass.
Would you want your kids to be gay?
If they can choose. I would say they have the right to choose. They can be gay.
No, I'm not saying like would you teach against it, but like
I wouldn't teach against it.
Knowing the hardships and stuff that already been faced, would you
just being born a black woman,
a black
mixed race, anything like being a woman in general. It's already things against you.
Yeah, so I'm saying, so would you like that being against them? Would you want it? You saying like you would?
Oh well, whatever they choose, whatever they come out of it.
How would you protect your children against it? Because like we handle it. You know how they say like each generation get a little bit.
These some things I didn't know when I was younger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Educate them more. Give them like real life perspective and not try to sugarcoat things. And not, it's different of course like age, like hey, like age, like teaching them age, you know what I'm saying? But it's more like instead of sugarcoating it and making it seem like just you know, teach them the good and the bad of things, or, you know, give them exposure as far as like different other gay people, or like we have communities where it's like mainly gay people or gay allies. You know what I'm saying? So we can go around those type of people so you can get the experience of being around other people. But at the same time, like it's whatever they choose. Like
I think that's hard because even taking them around other gay people does not help for them going around the straight people or the unacceptable people. And I think I struggle with thinking of like suicide of like or even like just like now everybody's not we could come from the same shop, same person, and some of us is not strong as the other one, and some of us are stronger than the other one. So it just
straight people too.
no, exactly. But I do think it's just, but that's the same thing. Like I wouldn't get it, but I definitely wouldn't. I don't think it's just like I haven't had children yet, but it's kind of like the tip of the feeling where like you learn or try to learn where like your parents be like, I didn't want that, or
You
like
could not
damn.
want them for them, but do you want them to go outside the house and learn something different? Learn
Yeah,
something
no, that's
new?
what I say. Like I wouldn't teach against it. Like and like of course like I'm not saying like I would never teach them to hate themselves or to like anything like that. I'm just saying it to the fact of what it's not like I wouldn't have that feeling or like it wouldn't cross my mind. Like damn, I didn't want to. I just know what uphill battle that it comes with. It's kind of like I think it's like a short film, and it was like it had like you was able to choose the color of it's okay. She was able to because you meant the thing, whatever. You was able to choose like the color of your child, and there was like some black people, Hispanic, Asian, or they chose, yeah, that's fine. And it's like, but they chose to have white children. And it just was, just saying to the message of you loving something more than yourself and understanding like it's for them. And like I'm giving you kind of like what Warren Buffett said. He said, I was born a white man, and then on top of being, no, I'm sorry, I was born white. And then on top of being born white, I was born a man. So like the playing field is like completely different than what we face. So, like to a certain extent, our lives are not, and I'm just speaking like bringing them around the community, whatever, but like our lives are not, it's just different when you got to live it. Like you could feel for me, you can empathize with me, but like you said, if I can't put you in a situation where it was reversed, you will never understand how it feels to be like this double thing. Like not only are you black, but then you black and gay. And then, like I said, when I was speaking earlier to like the feminine perspective of it, like it's different. Like you gay, but then why you gotta dress like a man? Like you not a man. I'm dressing comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But dressing like a man back in the day was yet they had dresses and you know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy. It's just like, hey, and I'm not saying
Heels were made for me.
heels was made for men. Fact check it. I gotta look that up. But I mean, men wear wigs back in the day, and then the 1800s they wear like the corsets. So like social norms. That's what I'm saying. Like it's just funny. Like men wear makeup, men wear the corset, and
It's a
the wig.
social construct.
Yeah, construct. Yeah, so like I wouldn't be surprised, and men wear them now. They steady
Everybody's
making
born a
new
woman.
sneakers. Everybody's born a woman. Yeah, and then it's you go into different things. If you could speak to a child that is struggling with whatever. I'm trying to see, like, lettuce, bacon, and tomatoes, LGBTQ, TRS. I don't know it. And I said I don't know it. Just because you know it don't mean I know it. That's what I said, LGBT.
No, just say LGBT.
Oh, okay, you know what I'm
We're the
saying.
gay community.
Speak to how would you speak? Yeah. How what would you have to say to a child that's like gone with it? You and your 28 years of wisdom. What would you give to a child that's struggling with it? Like
Struggling with being gay.
yeah, gay, or just even the thoughts of it, or even the choice,
Be yourself.
the parents.
Be yourself at the end of the day, because when you die and go into the coffin, it's only going to be you.
Camera way up there.
It's on. I've been looking at both. I've been looking at both.
Oh, the
Sorry.
playback gonna tell the truth.
I've been looking at both. I promise. I've been. This one's just in my face.
Yeah.
But no, I would say just be you, because at the end of the day, if you trying to be someone else that's not you, or trying to be someone that your parents want you to be, and not who you feel you are, at the end of the day, when you pass, they're still gonna be who they are. You still gonna be the one that's dead. And for simplified, but you're gonna be the one that's gone, and they're still gonna do what they're gonna do. So why not live your best life?
Yeah. Yeah. And I say, yeah, to a certain extent, be unapologetically yourself, you. And like I said, I'm not naive to the fact that this podcast is listened to all over the world, and some people do not have those luxuries. Just as I was saying earlier, sometimes it's better to take and make a change with a quiet stance than like a big loud thing. I think it's just a time and place for everything. And yeah, be yourself. Like from somebody that is married to a woman, believes wholeheartedly in Jesus Christ, and they're just in a part of the African American community. So now you got like white Jesus. You have people that believe that white people, Asian, black, whatever, Jesus don't love you, and then on top of it you gay, like, and then on top of it you just like a man, like it's comfortable, man. So I definitely think let's be true to yourself. Whatever your belief is, your belief. Don't let it's no correct way to do this. And I honestly believe in my heart of hearts that if we were meant to be all the same, it would have happened like that. It would have been like that, and that's just like I said, it's just my belief system. If we were meant to be all the same, we would be. And I know people say it all the time, but like Jesus was an angel, new guy, like this beautiful specimen, and still turned. So it's just like, do your best. You're gonna have all these people trying to tear you down. And even with your parents, I know that you kind of touched on it earlier, like they don't believe or like they treat you like shit. I'm not saying like rebel and disrespect your parents, because I'm big on like honor thy mother and father. And I try to teach this one that honor thy mother and our father, but to a certain extent, fuck them. And you just learn. I mean, you truly just learn, because we can go down a rabbit hole, a whole nother tangent about like things that we could pick apart from our parents, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but exactly. Some gay ass, some gay hoe ass. No, and I'm not let it go. But I'm just saying that to say, like, if that's all somebody can tell you, that you're gay. And I said, I mean, you can go through episodes. I said all the time, like, it's worse things to be in the world. And whatever religion, belief, whatever you have, learn it for yourself if you're able to. Like, learn it from yourself, not just what somebody else is teaching you or trying to tell you about. For Christians struggling with it, dear Heavenly Father. And I do not have a problem with, and I also understand those who convert over why they're here. I understand. I won't say I don't. Like, I get it. Choosing the Heavenly Father while you're still living, I had no problem with it. Be yourself. Be yourself. Is it is it any is there anything else you want to touch on before we wrap this episode up?
The fight continues, and we all struggling with what just happened. But it's time to take
Yeah, take action, good and bad. Like I say, I am excited to see what the next 4 years hold. I would say like we have Republicans in the family, but it's a party, not necessarily to a person. But yeah, and I do agree with Jazz on some sentiment where she be like, it's different between like a Republican and like a supporter of just this person. It's different between a Christian or religious faith and just like a follower of Christ. Like it's different. It might try to walk and talk the same, but it's different. So once again, I'll just say like be genuine to yourself. I know it's a lot of uh I will judge you by the person you've been. That is everybody's choice. I would just say humans are complicated. We didn't ask to be here. We all trying to figure this crap out. And it's never that simple. It's never that simple. I would just say that it's never that simple. And just like you said earlier, I do believe that change comes from uncomfortable situations. Like a call to action. Like we could come and it can be good and you could talk and try to get people riled up and do whatever. But sometimes it just takes that push. It just takes that push. Like thank y'all for checking out this episode of Overthinking Understanding Podcast. Until next time, be genuine to yourself and kind to others.
Stay black, y'all.